Hey guys, welcome back to Factorio Recursion. We are currently in episode 3 and we are currently researching the technology that the series is named after, the eponymous Recursion 1, which is going to allow us to nest factory buildings inside factory buildings. We're going to have to nest, at least at first for a little while, smaller ones within bigger ones, but eventually we'll be able to nest anything within anything once we get way down here. But one thing at a time. The first thing we're going to do with that technology is we're going to... Oh, actually, let's start off, because it's going to take a little while. Let's start crafting our factory building Mark IIs, and I'll tell you what we're going to use them for. So I have some stone sitting here. We're going to make 2. And let's see, to have a few extra bricks, I'll just deposit those back in there. Those guys take 46 seconds to craft. So let's run down here and take a brief look. I've added 2 more of these steam engine facilities, each one running 40 steam engines and 20 boilers and 2 water lines. And we're still using just the single line of coal. We might have to upgrade to red belts if I want to add a 4th one or add a 2nd belt. I think, maybe we'll be fine. I don't know. We'll just play it by ear. We'll upgrade when we need to. They all look exactly the same. So what I want to do with Recursion is I want to put all 3 of these guys, and this first one is almost done. There we go. Yes, we're going to... Wow, look at this guy. He's big, big mamma jamma. We're going to put all 3 inside him. These guys have 4 inputs, 4 outputs by side. These little guys right here, these little shed doors. For a total of 16... This guy has 6 per side for a total of 24. And then eventually the third one will have 32 and be 60 by 60. But here's the middle-sized one, the Mark II. Much bigger. Want to get to work on that as soon as this recursion is done. But until then, we need to get to work on the 3rd science pack so we can start researching some stuff. I haven't exactly run out of tier 2 stuff to research, but we're starting to run low, and a lot of these are going to go kind of quick, and a lot of them are just stuff we don't really need. We really want to get to level 3. I want to get Roboport going, and I want to get blueprints so that we can start using robots to construct and deconstruct things. Time to... Oh, this is new. Whenever you have one of these pump jacks in your hand, all of the available oil wells, they are all highlighted in green. That's really cool. Okay, that right there is pretty good. And then we're just going to run that right up here. And then as soon as we research the advanced oil processing, we will need water. So I think we're going to plop this guy down just about like that, more or less. And let's give him some power. Let's run. I guess we can do this kind of thing. Give him power. And yeah, that's good enough. We will need power down here as well. There we go. First one up and running. Add some lights. And then we'll hook up the rest of these guys with the this power pole right here. Keep hitting the wrong button for the lights. One. Oh, dang. Okay, I bet I can reposition this so we hit them all. Yes, okay, 2 power poles and one big power pole. And then we'll just run this guy straight up. The pumps have been changed in the way they work now, and from what I understand, the pumps work better. But it'll be some time before we're producing enough stuff that we need to incorporate pumps into our build. Have to do some experimentation. They look different. They're 2x1. We can also use the pumps to fill up a... where is it? A fluid wagon, which will be interesting to experiment with. Don't have to barrel stuff up anymore if we don't want to. Okay, anyway, we don't need to do that right now. Let's head inside. So just to get started, I made 5 of these. We're going to be using the only thing we have, basic oil processing. I suppose we should... Let's see, let's take a look at what all we can actually do right now. And an easier way to do that is to plop down one of these. So right now we can make sulfur and plastic. Plastic's what we need right away for the red circuits, which are needed for the Science Pack 3. This is the new recipe. We need engine units and electric mining drills done. So I guess what we'll do is we'll plop this guy down. We don't need power lines, do we? So we could just do an unbroken line. Although from what I remember from the spacing, when you start to do cracking, it's better if you do them one space apart. Well, semi-finished layout is gonna look like this. Let's put them all to the first oil processing, the only one we have. I think that should work. I had to extend these pipes one more space because these guys are directly next to each other. I guess that's why you put them one space apart so you can have this little underground belt right there. But if you want them all next to each other, you just have to extend things by one block horizontally or vertically, forward, north-south, whatever. However you want to describe it. And let's just confirm that it works. This guy will be the water eventually, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that the left side is going to be the water. This should start filling up. It is. And then this should start running. We don't need all of these guys at first. This is total overkill. I'm just sort of future-proofing slightly. We'll have to rebuild it eventually once we get beacons and stuff. But this layout should last us quite a while. Okay, and those guys are all starting to fill up. So the next thing we need to do is we need to make plastic bars. Here's the idea. We need to get the Science Pack 3s going. So we're going to do the advanced circuits first because they're the trickiest of the three that we need to do. So the advanced circuits are going to need plastic and electronic circuits. So we need to be close to this. And we also need coal to make plastic. I think I'm going to make plastic inside this building. So this is what we're going to do. We're actually going to pick this guy up. This is the magnificent thing about this mod. I just made this big layout, and we're just going to move it. You got to move it. And I think I'm going to move it over here and run the coal over. We will need water. I guess I can bring water over from the right. It doesn't have to be right next to it. Or we could do it, you know what? Maybe this is better. And then we can bring a belt up and around for the plastic. Since the coal source is right here, let's try to do it this way. Eventually, we're going to need water, I think, on the second one. Okay, let's go ahead and just hook that up so it's ready to go. And then we do an undergroundy. Oh, that's a little bit awkward. Let's move it over one space. Did not get a preview there. Oh, now we're getting one. Let's see, underground. Yes, like this. Okay, so the underground guy like this. And eventually right there to hook up the water. All right, well, after doing some quick mental arithmetic, double-checking my math and all that kind of stuff, I think we only actually need 2 of these plastic bars to keep up with our initial red circuit demand. But we're going to need more later on, so may as well just put a few extra in here. It's not going to hurt too much. We're going to have plenty of power for it. So if we hook up like that, these guys are now getting the petroleum. And then they just need to get... Oh, here's a little mistake. Okay, so we have... I think I can just do normal inserters like so. I haven't told them what to make yet, so I'm not doing anything. It's so weird not having to plan around the spacing for power poles. For this, let's go ahead and do a fast inserter out. We need what? I think it's 1 coal every second, but it outputs 2 a second. So you should have a faster output than you have input. I wanted to make this as compact as possible, just kind of like as a general principle, really. So, if another thing I could do is, I suppose I could bring the coal from somewhere else. Like I could bring it up here. Would probably be fine, and then I could run it around in a circle like that. That actually might be better. I tried to put this as far over as possible because I'm going to be making sulfur in here and sulfuric acid eventually. So I wanted to have a little bit extra room and also room to expand our plastic. Okay, so what do we need to do? Oh, what am I doing? It's very simple. It's very simple. Just do it like that. Just think outside the box. Okay, so let's tell them to make plastic. Good. Okay, now we are making plastic. We've got it balanced right there. Did I forget anything? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, delicious. It's lovely. So that's going to be coming out of the top right side. And then we'll make the red circuits are going to take up a lot of space, and we want to scale that up quite a bit. So we're not going to put those in here. I might make a... There we go. I might make a another factory to put those in, though, because those can be very, very space... what am I trying to say? They take up a lot of space. I think I have a build that works. I never would have built it this way if I didn't have this confined space to make the build in. I ended up combining the circuits in the plastic onto one belt, and because we're using the yellow belt still, this is only going to work for about half of our red circuit assemblers. Once we upgrade to red belts, I will hook up these middle guys, so the belts will just come all the way back down. Let's see what I need to do now. They're getting everything except for the, yeah, this part. So this should start it going. This, of course, doesn't take, oops, this does not take into account the, actually, let's make it consistent. This is not taking into account how much plastic and green circuits we're actually producing. This is just if our belts are totally full, how many can they supply? Oh my gosh, I'm screwing this up. Did I screw up anywhere else? Yes, I screwed up this one. Pay attention. I'm trying to talk about something I was doing earlier and visually look at something I'm doing now, and it's not quite working out. Okay. So this is going to add red circuits to our belt. I haven't automated fast inserters yet. We are teching up quickly, though, so it won't be too long, actually, before we have a personal roboport. And I can start automating stuff with some modular, like, logistics robot stuff. There we go. Okay, so it's working. Hooray! The build at least works a little bit. Did I leave anything out? These ones in the middle, of course, not doing anything yet. Okay, good enough, though. So we've got red circuits. That means we can start working on our blue science. Oh, but you know what? Over the course of designing that, we did get recursion. I plopped this guy down so to remind myself to redo the green circuits right there. But let's see. What was I going to do? Did I plop it down? Yes. Okay. It's still waiting for us over here. That's what we're going to do. We're going to combine our steam engine stuff in here. We're going to experiment with our first little access to recursion and see what that's like. So I suppose it's going to replace this guy. This is going to bog down our power supply quite a bit. But let's go ahead and just do it this way. Let's pick these two guys up. And we're not going to need the belt going all the way up there. I'll keep the third one up for a little bit just to so we don't totally lose power. Then we're going to need 6 water intakes. I guess we'll use all 6 of those for our first 3. And then I'll bring I guess the coal in along the side. Actually, let's just pick it all up and figure it out later. Okay, so this, let's see, what do we need to consider for this? Anything? The coal needs to come in along the side. And we're only going to want one of these. So actually, let's break down this coal line as well. Let's just, screw it. We don't need power. We can do without power for a second. We're on an island by ourselves. There's a 0 chance of aliens ever attacking us here. Until we, well, at least until we make our land bridge. And even then, it's not like I'm not going to put some turrets at the top of it anyway. Yeah, let's bring the coal in via the side. Oh, my inventory's full. So I want it to be kind of like that. There we go. And bring the coal in right there. That's the most straightforward way to do it. So the coal should be right here. Let's reverse that for a... Oh, it needs power, huh? Okay. Whatever. You now have power. Oops. Why do we not have lights? Oh, because I'm not producing any power anywhere in my base. So you still need power to supply the lights. Okay, that's funny. So where are they? Here we go. So we're going to bring coal in, I guess, along the same side. So we have tons of space. We're going to run out of inputs way before we run out of space. So I guess we can do something like that. Whatever. We can plop it, pick it up and plop it back down later if we need to. And then we're going to need water coming in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and grab the other one. And break these down. Replace the water later. I guess it would make more sense to, well, if I really wanted to make this as streamlined and slick as grease, then I would redo the layout for these steam engine guys. Oh, it looks like I can't walk in here when I'm in my inventory. So that the coal is coming in from the other side, I would just reverse everything. But it's not that big of a deal. I mean, come on. Okay, so let's see. Water on the inner ones. So it's going to be like that. Like a so. And then I guess since we're doing it like that, we can bring the coal through like that. Let's go ahead and bring that through. Okay. Okay, let's confirm. Is it coming in now? Oh, no, it's the next one up. Okay, this is wrong. Oops, how did I do that? I don't know what brought that up. Okay, let's check again. That guy's full. That guy's full. That guy's full. Now we just need to bring the water in. So let's try to make it as minimal as possible so we can walk through here is also a nice little benefit. Oh, and they will need each their own discrete pipe. Maybe this won't quite work the way I wanted. I might have to make it a little bit messier because we need the discrete pipes for each of these. Okay, that works. I guess we can still do it. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, no big deal. Okay, sure. Then we just need 6 water inputs. And I think if these overlap, it's fine as long as they each have, like, at least one pipe coming through. But I suppose we could just go the extra effort and make sure that their pipes don't touch. Although I think it's fine if they do. Oh, that's kind of awkward. I guess we'll just put it down here for now. You can always reroute this later if I don't like the way it looks or whatever. Get off my bar, guy. Oh, my inventory's full. I see what's going on. Okay, so you need to be like that. And then to make sure they're different or separate, we can do this. Okay, there's 2. And then 2 more. And then we'll just confirm that I didn't screw anything up royally. But, I mean, it kind of seems kind of straightforward. Unless the pipes just aren't lined up properly. Oh, like that? Just like that. Oh, and we've reached the max distance for the pipes. There we go. Okay, so we should have 6 discrete lines, and we can just confirm that they're all getting water. Seems that way. They should all fill up. Let's go in here. Oh, and then we need to make sure they're all in output mode. Okay, looks good. Everybody's got water. Everybody's making steam. Everybody's got coal to spare. So we've only used 6 of our inputs. We've got 6 per side. But we need at least 1 for the coal, so we could fit, what did I say, another 7 or so in here? 6? Another 6? Let's see, each one needs to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can do another 8. Yeah, we can have 11 total. And by that point, we're probably ready to move on to a different power type. Let's just plop some lights down, and then we'll head back and get to work on our science stuff. Okay, little update. I've been doing some routing of the belts. This base is turning into some serious spaghetti. We are going to untangle the spaghetti in the fullness of time. But first, I want to get the research going. I 100% want that Roboport, the power armor, and the construction robots. We're almost out of things to research. There's logistics robots. We're almost out of things to research that take the red and the green. So we got to get the blue up and running. The new recipe, we need the red circuits, which we've done. We need engine units and electric mining drills. So let's just figure it out, I guess. There we go. Okay, what else do you need? You also need iron. Maybe like this. Whatever. Straighten it out later. We'll be putting stuff in factories and then we can move them around as well afterwards. What else? You need green circuits. Oh, I didn't route the green circuits over here, did I? Oh, that's a little bit of an omission. Let's see. How fast are these getting made? I thought I was ready to go, but I guess we're not. Where the heck are these things even? Here they are. Okay, so every 2 seconds we need 3 electronic circuits. I guess I might be able to bring in the green belts like that, or the green circuits like that. Let's see, is that going to... I don't think that interacts at all, but just to make sure it doesn't, we can do that. And then we can use long-handed inserters for those. We can move that. There we go. Okay, you're getting everything you need now. So I had to make some red belts so that we could put 2 of these items each on the one side of the belt. We need to put 6 items a second, because each of these is going to need 1 of these things per second. I think I did that math right. Maybe not, but if not, it's not going to hurt anything. And I've only done half of a line for these guys, these engine units. We will need power on this side. We will need a certain amount of these engines just to keep up with our research by producing the, let's see, I guess we just need the low power ones. We'll need a certain amount of these, this number, to keep up with our blue science pack production. Yeah, let's do it like that, whatever. Let's see, what am I looking for? Red belt. And now that the night is falling, let's put some lights down here. Make it nice and bright. But eventually we will need more of these engines for making like the robot frames and the electric engines. We're going to have to start making lubricant. So that will become an issue. Running out of things to research construction robots. That sounds like something I'm going to want. Now we just need to bring this guy over to here and merge it into that. I guess we can just put these guys next to the steel. It's not that big a deal. And we can reroute the underground belt stuff later. There we go. And let's plop down a lighter 2. Keep things nice and bright. Okay, that should be the electric engines and... Or not the electric engines, just the engines and the drills. And then we've got the red circuits. The red circuits will go off to the main bus, but for right now, they mostly just need to be headed over there. Okay, very good. And we're using the yellow belts because they have an entire belt to themselves. Let's power this up. So 2 power poles there, 2 there, 2 there, and 2 there. Man, it's such a mess. It's such a mess. It's driving me nuts, but whatever. We'll make do. Let's see, we want... then we're going to want... Tell you what, because they're on different bars, let's do one then the other. We'll come back. Jolly good. Okay, we are officially producing the blue science. I'll double check all my math, make sure we're producing them in the amount that we require. But this, at the very minimum, will get us going. I think all my arithmetic checks out in terms of like belt capacity and the different amounts of assemblers we need, all that kind of stuff. Oh, there's that research, whatever. Just click on one. Doesn't matter. Oops. Pick that up quickly. And then we can start researching blue science. And then the other side of that belt will eventually be the military science pack. So we'll have to eventually automate piercing rounds, grenades, and gun turrets. All right, do we have everything we need? What is going on? Oh, I see. We just don't have nearly enough iron, right? Everything is routed properly. We're just using up more than we're producing. We're only using the one belt here. Whoa! Circuit veteran. Oh, yeah, that's right. So the achievements are totally separate. Oh, okay. Well, we've got 3 science packs now. What do we want to research that takes 3? We want to research advanced oil processing right away. So we can start cracking, right? Yes, we want that. Okay, blue science, researching. Yeah, we're using iron in all kinds of things. I guess it's time to... We need to supplement our iron production, I guess. Yeah, we're producing it. We're just using it for damn near everything. And one yellow belt is not enough at this point. We will need to, I guess, make another one of these. The steel seems to be adequate for now, although that will change. So I might make another one of these that just produces iron. These belts could be moving faster. Yeah, we definitely have a lot more iron capacity here. So I think we're just going to reinforce it with an additional line. I'm probably just spaghetti it through here and reinforce it like right about here if I can. Oh, it's going to be such a mess. As soon as we get robots, we can start changing the way we make stuff. And certain parts of it, like this thing can go in a factory, this can go in a factory, these guys can go in a factory. Everything's going to go in factories eventually. But I wanted to tech up as fast as possible. Very soon we'll have that advanced oil processing. Okay, I think it's coming along very nicely. Looking at the map, we can almost see the entire body of water. I think what we might do is have one land bridge going south and one land bridge going north. And I guess we're going to have to think about eventually having some weapons to kill some aliens, but we can survive off of just what this island has to offer. For some time to come, I've got a stockpile of landfill. So I don't think that'll be an issue. The one thing that'll really slow us down is the oil. 18 per second, 19 per second. These have already slowed down quite a bit. Yeah, that's probably going to be the big bottleneck. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We've started recursioning. We've got steam engine facilities within that factory over there, 3 of them. We've got our oil processing here in this factory. And then what else have we set up? We also set up our red science, or not, our red circuits right here with this layout. Yep, okay, pretty cool. Hope you guys enjoyed the series. Leave your comments below, and we'll see you next time. See you later. Bye-bye.